Tonight on Alaska's news source, the Anchorage Fire Department responds to a residential fire with the roof engulfed in flames.
The fall equinox is a little over a week away with drier conditions in some areas, but more rain is on the way.
Plus, it's not a sight you see every day. Thousands of rubber duckies floating down a stream. We get an up-close look at the Great Alaska Duck Race.
You're watching Alaska's news source.
No injuries were reported after 20 units responded to a residential fire in Mountain View this morning. That's according to the Anchorage Fire Department. It says someone in the neighborhood called it in around 5:30 a.m. A boarded-up 8-plex near the intersection of North Burgaw and Thompson was on fire. AFD says it took about 2 hours to get the flames under control. They were engulfing the entire roof. AFD fire investigators are looking into where the fire started and what caused it. Online property tax records show Rural Cap owns the property. And the Anchorage Police Department sent out a note this afternoon asking people not to attempt to test the 911 system after an outage started impacting the system last night. When 911 is not working, APD has alternate phone numbers. Those are 311 option 1 or 907-786-8900. We have those numbers and more details on the outage on our website. And Bailey, it's been a pretty chilly week. How's our Sunday looking?
Well, it's not going to be nearly as chilly as what we saw yesterday. Yesterday, we had temperatures 5 to 10 degrees just below normal, so that already tells you all you need to know. But looking ahead for Sunday, our high temperature is going to be in the mid-50s with our out-the-door forecast and our photo from Adriana. We're going to have some cloudy skies starting off our Sunday morning. So those clouds are pretty much going to stick around all day long. You will have a chance of showers in the earlier part of the morning and also into the later evening as well. So just keep that on your mind if you're planning anything for your Sunday. But just looking at our skycast, we're going to see those overcast skies moving on through pretty much overnight. And then tomorrow, we're going to see that pretty much all day long. And like I said, those chance of showers are more likely for the morning and also for the later afternoon. So that's what we can expect, just cloudier conditions compared to what we saw today. Now looking at our Alaska forecast, we're going to see temperatures in the 50s for here in Anchorage and just in South Central in general, but some of those cooler temperatures towards the interior, west, and up in the North Slope. So that's what you can expect for Sunday. And of course, with the fall approaching, we're going to have our fall foliage map right here. We can see that for South Central in general, you're going to be more likely to see those colors in late September. But right now, we're just seeing kind of low amount of fall foliage colors. So just plan for your fall foliage outing whenever you check that map. And then, of course, with our fun fact for today, Michaela, it actually is related to fall foliage, and it's that the orange and yellow color that we see in those leaves for the fall time, that's actually the more true color of leaves since, it's not being super saturated with that chlorophyll. So those green colors are more of just the active leaf color, but the orange and yellow is just more so what the leaf naturally is.
I love that your background for that graphic is all fall as well.
I know, it worked out perfect.
Yeah, it did. Thank you, Bailey. It's one of Anchorage's great traditions, floating rubber ducks down Ship Creek. Justin Matson went to this year's race to experience it for the first time.
Alaska's home to a lot of fantastic races, but this race is one of the most unique. It was a sight to see thousands of rubber ducks racing down Ship Creek, benefiting our local nonprofits.
We've got Alaska Excel, Anchorage Hockey Association, we've got Habitat for Humanity, we've got Alaska Zoo, Covenant House, Alaska Backcountry Hunters and Anglers, and American Lung Association Alaska.
But those aren't the only winners. Those that bought tickets had a chance to win a grand prize of $10,000, and some folks were imagining what to spend it on.
We would probably use it for our team. Yeah, probably buy some hockey stuff.
I'd probably remodel parts of my house or take a very long vacation.
Last year's grand prize winners even made an appearance and recounted how it felt to win.
It was our first time participating last year, and we bought the winning ticket, actually bought it on site here that day, and when they called us out, it was just unbelievable.
And as quickly as it began, the Great Alaska Duck Race has come to an end. And all I can say is that was pretty whackers. Justin Mattson, Alaska's news source.
Snake on a plane, snake on a train. How about snake in a loving forever home? In case you missed it, Jace Bertrand spoke with Anchorage Animal Care and Control about an exotic animal who needed a new home.
Anchorage Animal Care and Control is familiar with taking in stray dogs and cats, even handling the occasional bear or moose. But last Friday, they came across something not usually found in the last frontier: a 3-foot-long milk snake.
Our dispatch got a call from a Good Samaritan in Anchorage saying that they were out front taking their trash out, and they saw a snake wandering through their grass. So it's not a typical call we get, but I mean, definitely a domestic animal, not a wild Alaskan snake that we don't have.
After catching the snake, who they named Whey after the protein powder, and getting it in a safe enclosure, the AACC turned to social media to help find its owner.
Unfortunately, no one came forward, so come this week, it was time to make it available for adoption.
And the response came quick.
I think we posted it on Facebook, and an hour later, someone was at the shelter ready to adopt, just wanted to meet it and, obviously handle it and make sure they could take care of the snake appropriately. But it was very quick, which we are always happy to see, no matter whether it's a snake or any other animal we get in the shelter.
While it is legal to own snakes in Alaska, AACC urges research before adopting unfamiliar pets, like reptiles, birds, or rodents.
I know a lot of people get really excited about the exotic animals, but if you've never owned one before, spend a long while doing some research, whether you're reading about what it takes to care for them, what kind of habitats they need. Don't just haphazardly go adopt it because it's kind of cool to have.
Luckily for Whey, he was able to find a new home ready to take on the challenges of caring for him. Jace Bertrand, Alaska's news source.
Thanks for listening. Click subscribe so you can get the latest podcast from Alaska's news source automatically. And stay up to date with breaking news and in-depth reporting available for free 24/7 with the Alaska's news source app.